dogs. We're actually missing one of our team today, but we'll do our best with our 3. The sport takes place all around the country in different teams, where teams of 4 pedigree dogs together compete against each other, and there's a league with points, and then of course the top ones have the honour of going to Crufts. So we spend a lot of time trying to train our dogs in different environments, given that Crufts is a very distracting place. But I think this is probably up there as well on distracting places. I'm not going to mention what's on sale just behind us there that smells lovely, and I'm hoping that the dogs don't notice that either. And of course, you don't get horses at Crufts, do you? So lots of distractions for them. So we're bringing them into the ring, and again this is something that you don't normally get to do in a competition, where we can come in, have a bit of fun with the dogs, get them used to it, get them focused on us, whereas normally in a competition situation, no food, no toys, no nothing, do the way Obreedience works is that you'll mark 2 sections, one on your heel work, which is normally stewarded, but we're going to do our own pattern, and then what we call a set piece for each dog of an individual exercise. Now the heel work, usually if you're watching dogs do heel work, it's all about your dog being close to you, paying attention, turning with you, those sorts of things. But on the sport that we do, the humans are also marked for their synchronicity. So it has to look as if we're all working as a team, or turning at the same time, or performing at the same time, which is sometimes quite difficult communicating with your team members and trying to give the instructions to your dog, and as I'm about to find out, whilst holding a head mic. So if I suddenly shout D-O-W-N, I'm talking to the dog, not you guys. So just bear that in mind. So we're going to start with our heel work pattern, and then we'll break off and have a look at set pieces and some of the other things that we do. So before we start, introduction. I'm Kay, this is my dog Richie, he's 6. He competes in various sports as well as Obreedience, working trials, which is like the police doggy sorts of stuff being our main one, and rally and obedience as well. Tracy with Purdy, who is also 6. The 6 months between them, which seemed like a lot when one was a puppy and one was 6 months, but they're kind of caught up. Yes, Tracy also competes in rally. Her favourite sport probably is flyball, which I think just shows the versatility of these dogs. Maybe we think of our Labradors, our Retrievers as gun dogs, and probably that's one of the very few sports between us that we don't actually do. Teo is sort of the baby, he's 5. And he also does all these sports. Alex is also involved in man trailing with her other Labradors. She's got 2 other, I'm going to call them yellow Labradors, but okay, fox red. So yes, we do lots of things between them, because I think, as we all know, with a working dog, if you have a working dog breed, you need to do something with it. Even if it's not the breed specific thing, they are bred to work, use their brains, otherwise you'll end up with a very frustrated dog that's probably a bit out of control. So, we're going to set up our heel work first. We're going to do some of it on the lead, some of it off the lead. In a competition they would be working on lead, but we thought, well, we'll do some off lead as well. Right, okay. Go front. 1, 2, front. Finish. Finish. Forwards. Left turn. 1, 2. Halt. 1, 2. Forwards. 1, turn. Reverse turn. Okay, so we're going to do a mirror image of that pattern. This time the dogs are working off the lead. Some of those moves that you saw, the 360 turns are called fronts, our little nifty turns at the top are actually from rally. So we've kind of mixed up the synchronicity, we hope, of the three dogs working together and the three humans working as a team, but also adding in some of the extra moves. So we're going to move on now to the set pieces. Normally in Obreedience, obviously we'd have our 4 dogs, they'd all be in the ring at the same time, so obviously that involves them concentrating on their own handler and not the other exercise. But we're going to do some of the work with them together, doing some things at the same time as well, just so it looks a bit different. Okay, Reggie. Okay, we're ready. And we look forward. Halt. Sit. Leave your dogs. About turn, face your dog. Call your dog. And a left finish. Close. We're going to do some distance control again next. This time the dog's showing their 3 different positions they can do, sits, downs and stands, and each one of the dogs is going to do a different exercise. So we're hoping that each dog is listening to its handler because we're going to be giving different cues. Okay, are you ready? And with dogs forward. Yes. Hold in position. Up. Leave your dogs. Left turn, face your dog. And change position. going to next do an exercise proving that they can do what it says on their pedigrees, as in Labrador retrievers. So we're going to do a retrieve exercise, and this is based on what you'd see in obedience rather than a gun dog sport. So we're all using this that we call a dumbbell, and with a gun dog sport, they'll be bringing the retrieve back to your hand. Obviously not chewing it, hopefully they don't chew this. But in obedience, they're also required to come and sit in front, a nice present with the dumbbell, and then finish to heel. So we're going to start with Teo. So there we go, they can retrieve. Yay! Okay, we're going to have a little bit of fun with them now. We're each going to grab a cone, and if you ever thought what's the best piece of equipment you can have to do things with your dog, we're going to try and show you at least 3 things that you can get your dog to do with a cone. So we're going to start with what we call a send around, and this could be great fun if you're out on a walk with your dog, sending it around a telegraph pole, sending it around a tree. We've done things sending the dogs around each other, maybe not today, next time. So to begin with, it would all begin with teaching them really close and just luring them round, but we're going to maybe get a bit more distance. Okay. You ready, Mr. Rich? Are you ready? Come on. Ready, go on. Come on, good boy. Ready? Good boy, come on. Good boy, Flint. Good boy. Good. Now what we're going to do next with our cone is use it for what we call emergency stop. Again, in gun dog language, stop whistle is really common. We've also taught our dogs one of the big things, and actually how the 3 of us met, was through the Kennel Club Good Citizen Scheme, which I teach amongst other things. And one of the exercises there is the emergency stop exercise, putting your hand up, shouting a word, whatever. We're going to try and set them up. Our challenge is to see whether we can get them to stop by the cone. Right. Wait. This is also one of the exercises in Obreedience, set up a little bit differently to this, but it's all about the accuracy of the dog, responding as you give the cue, and of course for the human to give their cue as they're getting near the target. And so now we're going to use our cone for the kind of opposite. We're going to be sending them towards the cone, and again using our stop cue. So this time they're running away and they've got to stop. God forbid they were running towards a road or something that they shouldn't be going towards. Could you stop them if they were moving away from you? So that's our next challenge. Wait! wanted a down. Richie nearly always waits in a stand. Not sure what Teo did. He did a sit. There we go. So 3 sitting positions. But in an emergency situation, you just want your dog to come to a stop. So we're just going to finish off with a bit of play with them, making that it's been a nice, happy experience for the dogs in the ring, and hopefully for you. But we also need to make sure that if they are playing, particularly if it's with a toy, that you are the one that can break off the play at any time. The dog's very happy to give up the toy, the retrieve, or whatever it is they've got. Obviously we put a lot of training into that, swapping it for good stuff. And also a swap with them thinking that the game is then going to carry on again. So the fact that they're giving something up means that they're going to get to play. So if we see Purdy and Teo having a great time, jumping up, all the things probably we don't want them to normally do, but they are in control because when I say now, they're going to stop and drop into a down. Now, okay, they're going to play again. So they're having a lovely time, engaging with their handlers, ignoring everything else that's going on, which is just what we want when you've got your dog out, especially in a public place with lots of things happening. And now, and into a down. I think just one more time with that. So ready, play. And now, and dogs into a down. So I hope I've given you a little bit of an insight into lots of other things that you could do with your dog, how clever they are, the things that we can train them to do. If you're interested in going home, googling, having a look at what we did, Kennel Club Obreedience, if you've got other friends that have got the same breed of dog as you, get them together. It's a lovely sport, it's very friendly, and you can end up at Crufts, which is a nice prize. Rally is also one that you'll find that we did our little moves from, and of course for other pet dogs it starts off with your local pet dog training club,
Siri here, let me
I teach you come by as you see, which is how I got involved with doing this. I'm taking your dog through the Good Citizen Club Awards with the Kennel Club, which are nationally recognised, and a really nice benchmark of just your achievement with your pet dog. So yeah, find me or Google or have a look. Rithing Canine Society is where you'll find my details and what I do. There's a Facebook page, so check it out. And a big thank you to Tracy, Purdy, Alex and Teo, and my boy Richie, and thank you all for watching and listening. Thank you.